Hey guys, how you doing? The bomb y'all here. Haven't done a lot of videos lately. I'm really not buying many fans anymore. In fact, I'm thinking about getting rid of all of it. That's another conversation for another day. But today we're going to oil some fans, a few that we definitely are going to use soon. This one here, a little guy, a little Westinghouse. I'm not a fan of the plastic ones. This one doesn't get used much, but I do like it. Then I'm going to oil it just so that if I do pull it out this year, it'll be ready to go. I'm going to oil the big Westinghouse. I'm going to oil the Burns Air King, the Vornado that we picked up over the winter or whatever that was. The Eskimo floor fan that I use a lot. I love that thing. The new, the Lasco, the green Lasco, oil that. So that's kind of the plan, to oil some fans that we'll probably use. The GE fans need to be taken apart, as you know, to oil them. I wish that I'd thought ahead. What you really could do, I think Jordan Yu had this idea, if you drill a hole in the mounting plate with a step drill, hole driller, then you'd have an opening behind the motor and you could oil in wherever you drill or tap the little plate. If you guys know anything about the GE motors, you know what I'm talking about. So then you wouldn't have to take the whole fan apart, right? I wish I'd done that to all of them. I did it to none of them. So when I oil these GEs, I have to pull the blades and the motor down, which isn't a huge deal. But I remember on Rusty Bob, you know, you think with all the oil you put in these things, you wouldn't have to oil them, but sure enough, it needed to be re-oiled. So we'll see. So that's kind of the deal. We're going to oil some of the fans that are easy to oil, and then we'll go from there this summer. So stay tuned. Here comes some fans. And as you can see, this fan's in pretty good shape. This was one of the wood shop fans that was covered in wood like dust like snow. You'd never have seen anything like it. It's really amazing. But they were otherwise in pretty good shape. This one and the yellow Lasco, the coveted yellow Lasco, which was in worse shape than this one. The whole thing was stained with whatever this stuff was. The guy made cabinets and stuff, so they were kind of a mess. But this cleaned up pretty good. As you can see, it's not so bad, but we're going to drop a little oil in it because it just sits. So let's do that. All right. Don't need to do a lot. Might have been too much. There we go. Should be enough for this guy. All right, and as we do, let's give it a run. Let's run it. Everybody likes seeing these things. I think it's low first, and then high. And I'd say that's high. It rattles a little bit because we have some broken plastic bits. It's really quiet without the rattling. Yeah, real nice fan. Maybe that's low. Let's find out what the next speed is. So that was high and this is low. You know, without the rattling, it's really just these two pieces because this is a little broken and doesn't sit flush. Put a little business card in there or something. Yeah, real nice little fan. You know, these are neat, man. If it wasn't so breakable, I'd use it all the time. It's already broken, as you see. But she cleaned up good considering it was caked. I mean, it looked like snow, the sawdust that was on this fan, all over it. It was amazing. Really amazing. So here's your spin down. Obviously, it's not warm. These don't do much spin down because of the pitch of the blades. But yeah, it's very nice. Let's oil the next one. Okay, here's the Eskimo. I'm really into this fan. This is a really cool fan. It did nothing to it. It's as found. Wiring is all cool. Cord is cool. little dusty and cobwebby at the moment, but this is a killer fan. Spin down is epic. Runs at a really, the low is excellent. It's a 2-speed reversible, which you can see here. As you can see, it's pretty darn nice. Freeness-wise, doesn't need a lot. It doesn't have its Eskimo thing, but actually the Eskimo badge is ugly. I'm kind of glad it doesn't have it. So let's go ahead and oil this up. Oh, that's the best view I can get you, I think. And this is a universal motor, maybe. So this has got 2 oil ports that are the old-fashioned out of the motor head. This is a really nice setup right there for that. So I'm just going to give it some Earl because I like this fan a lot, so I'm going to make sure it's happy. There we go. And we'll do the front, which also will be difficult to show you. And oil the front. And that's enough right there. There you go. And we'll give this one a run for you. As I said, I really like this fan. In and out, so I think this way is our coming to us. The blades will spin this way if I have it right. And high is first. Oh no, this is exhaust. So it's blowing the other direction, as you can see by the poster there. Super, super quiet. Really, really great fan. Not a high speed, pretty low RPM, which is nice. That's low, and it'll slow down quite a bit. I don't know if this has a capacitor in it. It might up here. But one thing I've noticed is that it does, when it starts, it's really low on low, which is really nice. And then as the fan warms up, it changes speed. That's probably because there's a capacitor or a speed coil. We'll let it slow finish. This thing spins down a long time. So we're going to be here for a minute. Letting it spin down. So what do you think? Do you think a guy could sell his entire collection? Box fans. I don't want to mail anything. I want to get it all. I want someone to come up to New England and buy all of it, pick it up. I'm thinking about using eBay for that. Started to put together all the pictures and everything. Now if we go this way, this will be towards us, and high should again be the first speed. Now we got something. It rattles a little bit. When it's on the floor, it doesn't. But on this table, it gets a little bounce going. As you can see, super quiet. Come down to low, it's a very nice low. You can put this right next to you and you can still hear the TV. That's what I like about this thing. Really, really good fan. I don't know why that, a little dangerous around the back. You can really get pretty close to the blades, but, I don't have kids, so it don't matter to me, Then we'll go to off, spin it down, because we got more oiling to do. So, you know what the spin down is like on that. You saw it. Done. So, yeah, so I'm thinking about getting rid of everything. That includes the table fans. I have 2 Emersons, 1 6-blade. A couple of things. I figure I'm not going to be able to choose which ones to keep. I might keep 2 or 3 of the original fans I found. And then everything else that I've been collecting, I think I'm gonna put it all up for sale, guys. I don't know who would be interested, but I don't have any garbage fans. All my box fans are top shelf, all metal. A lot of them are all metal box fans. I have desirable fans. I don't have a lot of desk fans. I don't have any pedestal fans. I have 4 Vornados. Maybe I keep 1, but I think the idea would be to leave the meat on the bone for whoever would buy everything. Because someone's going to buy something they want and then the rest of it to flip and sell and all that, right? So that's, I don't know, guys, that's what I've been thinking about. Let's get on to the next fan, and you can let me know what you think about that. Here's the newest Vornado. This is the handle. As you can see, somebody put a big handle on it. Uneven. It's hilarious. It's very funny. I think this would be the one I'd keep, sell the other three. The biggest of the other three, the full-size large body one, the earlier style, I really like that. But again, if you're, unloading a collection, you want to leave some meat on the bone. So maybe I'd keep this one because it's the most interesting as far as like Uncle Frank kind of repairs. And let's just drop a little oil on this just because it's new to us. And I didn't really have it apart. I just rewired it up to the head wire and to the switch, which was very necessary. And I'm going to go ahead and oil it. No big deal. There's one on the back here and one on the front. And I like this thing. I do plan to use it a few times this summer. Okay, and then go to the front and roll the front up. I could have done this from the back also. So there she is, and we'll go ahead and give her a run, just because again we love to see him go. And I used a cord from an old lamp. I had bought a couple of lamps at estate sales to salvage the cords. Threw them out, just took the cord. You know what I mean? And let's go ahead and give this one. This one, low is really low until the coil warms up, and then that changes. And through the higher speeds aren't too different. It's nice and quiet on slow. It's kind of loud on the other speeds, and here it goes. Moves a ton of air. As you know, these Vornados are really something. Can keep you out of the direct. Medium. Kind of the same speed, really. And there's the low, and it kind of buzzes a little bit on low until it warms up. Doesn't sound too great right now. Yeah. Kind of calms down, and then it'll warm up and the speed will change again. They don't make them like they used to, gentlemen. So we'll do more run videos on this over the summer. See, it's already coming up a little bit. It'll be interesting to watch it on the meter, amp meter, and see what it's doing. But back to medium. Then high. This little girl will just about knock you over. Yeah. And there's off on the Vornado. Pretty good spin again. These generally don't have a huge spin down, and that's a pretty cool fan. Yeah, I like that thing. And the handle. The handle's the best part. All right, this is very much one of my favorite fans. This is the 1958 or so Burns Air King stand fan, and this fan has no handle. It's 2-speed, 3-speed with the little plastic knob deal. It has the side deals, has no feet on it. I mean, this is truly a stand fan. No handle, no feet underneath it. Runs really nice, and I just love this thing. It's not perfect. It's got some rust and stuff from being in a basement. This was at a church auction, and they were emptying the building, and I saw like part of it in the picture, had to grab it, and we're going to oil it up. I have never had this apart, really, just took it apart to clean it. So I'm going to take the grills off, and you can oil the front of the motor through the blade hub. They kind of left you some room to do that, and then we'll order the back through the grill there. I think we'll be able to, so let's give it a shot. All right, so, you know, the grill just kind of pops out here. Not so bad. A little strength to do it. But not too bad at all. There she is. And, you know, the thing is great condition, really. Spins very free and all that. And we oil it right up here. There you go. And same deal right in here. And there you go. I guess we'll give this one a run too, I guess, right? We've been doing it, might as well. Cord's a little dusty there. A little dust on the cord there, guy. So we'll take care of that real quick. And, you know, considering how old this fan is, it really is in good shape. Late 50s, early 60s, probably late 50s. Let me turn around before I do, just so that we don't have any problems. And like I said, I use this fan a good amount. This is a cool fan. Here it comes to high. Shakes a little bit and it gets a little bit of rattle sound to it, but nothing bad. I usually just put something under the foot, the feet of it. It's really just because it's not completely flat, the stand itself. Medium. Pretty good there. That's about settled to medium and then low. Whew. It's got a very nice low. I really like this. When it warms up, it runs a little quicker, but that's the deal on this one. It's really a nice machine. Come back up to medium. Takes a minute, but we'll get her woke back up. A little bit of a bounce at that speed, and then high. It's still coming up. Maybe that's medium. High is quite powerful. That'll cool a church off, I'll tell you what. And here comes your spin down. It's a pretty good spin down on this one. Yeah, there you go. Burns Air King. I like to say 1958, although there's no way to know when this was actually made or sold. But it's a pretty cool one. That's a keeper. So here's another one. I'll tell you, I just plain love this thing. This is the Fasco, not Lasco, Fasco, F-A-S-C-O, and it's Very basic. It has the Venturi ring. Has the kind of blades I like. I prefer the blue and white ones, but this is the one that came to me. So we used the one we got, right? I didn't have to do anything to it. It's in quite great shape. The guy, it was missing the knob, so I put the knob from the Robeson junker that we found a while back, a couple years ago anyway. So I put the Robeson knob on it, and so it's easy to turn on and off. And we used it all summer right by the kitchen, and it was quite a workhorse. It's light, it sounds quiet. It's really nice machine. This fan, I really like it a lot. Spins really free. This also has quite an impressive spin down, and didn't really need much. So we're just going to oil it because I used it a lot last year. We're going to use it a lot this year. So we throw a little oil in it, and it's got. How do we do that? I got to take a quick look here. On this one, we have an oil opening here, and it's hard to see, but it says oil. And it's an opening, and you just drop. Well, it's like a little corrugated metal thing that leads the oil down to the opening, I suppose. A little relaxed as far as design is concerned, but and there must be a similar opening on the front. We'll check it out. Don't want to put too much because we don't even know where it's going. It'd be nice to know. We really don't. Let's flip it around. And we gotta turn the blades. And here it is. Here's our oil spot on the front right here. You can't quite see that, but that's our oil spot right there, right here. Again, same deal. I don't want to put too much really, but I'm gonna get some in there. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Walk away. Walk away. So let's go ahead and run this one for you. And here she comes. This is a really nice running fan. Here is, hi. Yep. It's a really good one. Pretty surprised. And it's light. I mean, it really, it's got everything why I think this might be one of the keepers. I'll keep the GE that I got from the music store, you know, that kind of stuff. But sell the whole collection is what I'm saying. Here's low. That is low. All right, this guy's just a low and a high, so 2-speed on this one. It's very nice. Runs a good amount of air, and it's nice and quiet. It doesn't do the thing that the earlier ones do. The earlier ones make this bong sound. Something about the case and the metal that they were made out of, I don't really know, but the big one downstairs on high, it makes that bong, 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 bong sound. Bong da bong sound, one guy said. So this one doesn't do that, even on high, so that's pretty nice that it runs proper. And this one also does a long spin back. So there you go, pretty good spin down on this thing, and I would say pretty nice fan overall. Green, the ugly 70s green isn't the best color, but you know, it's a nice machine. It's got the badge still and everything, so and quite a long spin down, which we all find fascinating, as you know. Don't know what it tells you, but it's a good thing. So we'll oil some more. I have a few more to do. I won't do them in this video, so maybe next couple days I'll do another one. Oiling a few and running them. So that's going to be the deal. And let me know your thoughts on, you know, listing the collection, seeing all these fans go to a better home would a few of you guys want to split it and come and grab it all? You know, you'd have to rent a truck. I'm not going to mail anything. The mail screws everything up. So that's the thought I was having on it all. And you let me know what you think. I don't know if it's worth it, but I would like to see a lot of it go to someone who cares about this stuff. I'd also not to, like to have it happen in one shot and not have it be mailing everything. And I don't have the packing materials anyway to get rid of the stuff. A collection is like 50 or 60 fans, and there's some pretty darn good ones here, some pretty rare machines. So maybe some of you guys would be interested in something like that. I don't know, but I'd like to find a way to effort that situation, because life is full of change. It's the only constant. So let me know your thoughts, and we'll do some more oiling and running over the next week or so. We're getting into fan season. I friggin' love it. You do too. Thanks for watching. Andy Volker, the bomb y'all, the fan guy, New England. Cheers, y'all.